Welcome to Autumn Approved, a channel where we review all things that make parenting easier and also to see if my daughter Autumn approves. Automobiles. On this episode of Automobiles, we will be comparing the Larktale Caravan and the Radio Flyer Discovery Stroller Wagons. Both have similar features from canopy style, fold, and reclining seats, except one is half of the price of the other. So let's compare the two and you can determine whether you should save or splurge. The particular Larktale Caravan that you see here is the I'll Be Baby exclusive color scheme and retails for $499 with the canopies included. But there are coupon codes that you can get to get it at a lower price. The regular color of the Caravan is a gray carriage body with aluminum frame and your choice of different color canopies. It weighs 33 pounds without the canopies and has a max weight limit of 50 pounds per seat or 100 pounds. It has an optional footwell which can be closed to provide a flatbed carriage. Radio Flyer has different stroller wagon options, including a build-your-own stroller wagon. This is the Discovery, which already has preset features. It retails for $179 with the canopies included, and if you sign up for their email list, they provide you with a discount code as well. It weighs 32 pounds with the canopies on and has a max weight limit of 110 pounds. This does not have an optional footwell and is just a flatbed carriage. The brake pedal on the Larktale is a bright red color, as you can see here. I have open-toe shoes and it still easily disengages the brakes without ruining my pedicure. The handlebar is adjustable with two buttons on the side to adjust to whatever height is comfortable for you. The highest point of the handle, without being straight up all the way, is 43 inches. I am 5'9" and even wearing 3-inch wedges was very comfortable, pushing it from that handle height. The height of the wagon from the wheels to the tip of the canopy is 44 inches. It's very tall. It has a rear wheel diameter of 11 inches. The length of the carriage is 36 inches with a width of 17 inches and a footwell depth of 7 inches. It is much lower than the Veer or Evenflow, so I wouldn't recommend trying to curb hop with this wagon. It has two 5-point harnesses, and you can flip one of the seat bottoms over to cover the footwell if you want a flatbed carriage, although this is not an easy feat to do. It will take some practice. To fold the wagon, you open the flap and grab the pull handle up and it will fold accordion style. You have to give it a good yank to close to disengage the lock mechanisms that keep the wagon open. There is a strap on the side that you can click to keep it closed when folded. There is a basket on the other end of the adjustable handle, which is attached to the frame of the wagon and you cannot move it to the other side. This basket provides extra storage space and has a zippered mesh bottom for dirty shoes or wet clothes. To open the wagon, just pull open the sides and push down until you hear it click locked. The canopies will still function whether you put it over or under the bar, and the bar is not a true pull feature, but you can maneuver the stroller wagon with this handlebar as well. Each canopy comes with a zippered extra accessory, one side being the bug net, and the other side a rain shield. As you can see, the canopies provide really great shade coverage. The downside of the canopies is that there is no peekaboo window, so when the canopies are fully engaged, you will not have any sight lines to your children inside the wagon. Both seats on the Larktale can recline slightly. The canopies can be removed by pushing on the white button on both ends where it clicks in place. They are easily removable and can be stored right over the basket when not in use. The Radio Flyer has a brake bar which is easily accessible no matter where you place your foot to engage or disengage it. It also has an adjustable handlebar using the two buttons on the side of the handles to adjust it to a comfortable height. At its highest point, without being all the way straight up, the handle is 41 inches, which is still a comfortable height for tall parents. The rear wheel diameter is also 11 inches. The length of the carriage is 31 inches and has a width of 17.5 inches. The sidewalls are not as high as the Larktale, so younger kids should be monitored when not strapped into the wagon. It has 2 5-point harnesses and folds easily with the pull of the handle in the center. There is no strap to keep it closed when folded, but it has a very slim fold. I normally transport it like a dolly and wheel it from the back wheels with the front wheels elevated to keep it closed. The canopy height is also shorter than the Larktale when not in use. As you can see, it doesn't go higher than the handlebar when it is at 41 inches height adjustment. The radio flyer has a couple of pockets on one end that you can use for drinks and a pull handle feature. This pull handle is not adjustable, so for tall parents it can get tiring pulling with this handle. When the canopies are engaged, it provides some shade, but the canopy on the side of the pull handle has an open space. The canopy on the side of the push handlebar has a peekaboo window so you can see the children inside the wagon, even when the canopies are fully extended. There are no extra bug net or rain shield that comes with this wagon. The seat on the side of the push handlebar can be reclined slightly, while the seat on the side of the pull handle remains upright. There is a small storage basket behind the reclining seat which can store small blankets or light jackets. The canopies are easy to remove with the push of a tab on each side of the seat where the canopies click into place. They do fit in the little basket, but it's an awkward fit. One cool feature that is exclusive to Radio Flyer stroller wagons is the zip-down side feature that creates a nice bench seat for the kids when the wagon is not mobile. Here are the wagons and how they fit into the trunk of our Toyota Sienna with the third row up. The Larktale fits nicely on one side of the trunk without the canopies on. With the canopies, it's very tall, so it's an awkward fit to keep the canopies on when storing in the trunk. The Radio Flyer is so slim and lightweight, it definitely fits with or without the canopies. And once again, we went to our local beach with the park right next to it to test it out on rugged, bumpy grass and in the soft sand. The Radio Flyer did well on the rugged, bumpy grass, but does not have any suspension, so my daughter was bouncing around in there and luckily she was strapped in. I wouldn't recommend bumpy, rugged terrain for everyday use of this wagon. On the soft sand, it did surprisingly well in pull mode. Pushing was a no-go, but pulling with the pull handle was actually not terrible, minus how short the pull handle is. I think that having the wagon itself be lightweight helped it maneuver through the soft sand easier. For reference, we had my 22-pound daughter in it, as well as a cooler and her diaper bag. More weight will definitely make it more difficult to pull through soft sand, but definitely doable. The Larktale's wider wheels and heavier frame made for a smoother ride for my daughter in the rugged, bumpy grass. As we got to the soft sand, however, it stopped much sooner in push mode than the Radio Flyer. Pulling from the other handle was awkward and difficult to maneuver in the soft sand. Same contents inside, 22-pound daughter, cooler, and diaper bag. With more weight inside, it will be much harder and more of a chore to get through the soft sand if you didn't have someone pushing and someone pulling it at the same time. So, should you save or splurge? Well, that depends on the features that you found that works best for your family's needs. The Larktale has a sturdier frame and would give more longevity if you have various terrains that you want to bring it to. The Radio Flyer is great for neighborhood walks and flea markets or family barbecues at the park. Whichever you choose, I hope this video was helpful for you. Until next time!